Hey guys, so today we will be starting with the first lecture of DSP. So in this we are first of all going to discuss what is decimation, and secondly we will see what is interpolation. So decimation is the process of reducing the signal length of a system, or we can say that we reduce the signal length by discarding the signal samples. So it is very easy to understand. Suppose you have a signal, we have a signal 1, 2, 6 and 4, 8, and we want to decimate it, or we can say we want to reduce the length. As I have written in the definition, please look over here, that we are reducing the length of the signal by discarding the signal samples. So these over here, that is 1, 2, 6, 4 and 8 are the signal samples, and we are going to decimate the signal by 2. So first of all, look at this equation. This is the general form of decimation. That is, we have the signal yn, which is say this signal, and we have to decimate it by n, that is capital N. So capital N over here in this example is 2. So we will be decimating this yn by 2, and on doing so we will get x2 of n. That is the decimated part. So the trick behind doing this is that suppose if we have to decimate by 2, then we will take a jump of 1. That is, first let me write the answer, then I will explain it to you. That is, we will write 1, 6 and 8. So this will be our answer if we are going to decimate it by 2. Suppose our pointer is over here, the pointer will be given in the question. The pointer is pointing towards 1, and if we have to decimate the signal by 2, then we will take a jump of 1. So we will go over here, that is, we will reach 6. Now that we have reached 6, we will again take a jump of 1 until we reach the end of the signal. So now we cannot take any more jumps after 8. So our answer will be 1 from where we started, and 6 which was our first jump, and 8 which was our second jump. So this is what you will get if we decimate this signal by 2. So this is very easy. Decimation is simply reducing the length. Just keep in mind that we are reducing the length over here. And please keep making notes. Write this example along with the definition of decimation in your notebook or wherever you are making your notes. Now secondly, let us come to interpolation. Now in decimation, we only had a single formula. That is, suppose if we are decimating by 2, then we will be following the jumping procedure. And suppose if we were decimating by 3, say we had to find x3 of n. Then can you guess what the answer will be? If you can, just write in the comment section. If you can't, then I will write the answer over it. That is, if you have to decimate this by 3, then we will take a jump of 2. So our answer will come out to be 1, 4. Now let me explain it to you how we got this. Now as I told you that we were at point 1 over here. That is, our pointer was pointing at 1. So now we have to decimate by 3. So we will be taking a jump of 2. Remember that whatever the capital N is there, we have to take a jump 1 less than that. So now we will be taking a jump of 2. So we will reach 4 over here after taking a jump of 2 from 1. So our answer will be 1 and 4. So that is what I have written over here, 1 and 4. So this is what you will get if we decimate it by 3. So this was all about decimation. Now let us come to interpolation. Let me change the color. So now in interpolation, it is the process of increasing the length. Earlier what we were doing was we were reducing the length, and now we will be increasing the length of the signal. We will be increasing the length of the signal by inserting signal samples into it. So now there are 3 types of interpolations, and this is the general form for interpolation. That is, we have yn over here as above, and now we are going to write n below, capital N below the small n part. So this is how interpolation is represented. So we will discuss each of the interpolation step by step. First we have the zero interpolation, then secondly we have the step interpolation, and lastly we have linear interpolation. So now let us suppose we have a signal, say yn, which is equal to 1, 2, 5, -1. Okay, and our pointer is pointing at 2. Earlier we were pointing at 1 only, but now we are going to point our pointer at index 2. So now what the question is given to us is that we have to find out the interpolation. That is x of n by 3, say 3. We are taking capital N as 3 in this example. It can take any value, but here we are taking as 3. So now in order to find the zero interpolation, that is, first of all we will find out the zero interpolation. It is very easy. See now what we will be doing. First of all, if we have to interpolate by 3, then first of all you write x n by 3 is equal to 1 comma, I will give 2 dashes, then I will write what is written over here, 2, and then I will again give 2 dashes, then I will write 5 over here as given in the question, then I will again give 2 dashes, then I will write minus 1 over here, which was given to us in the question. So these points were given to us in the question itself. Now what we did is we wrote the dashes over here. And why did we put 2 dashes over here? Because we had to interpolate it by 3. And suppose if we had to interpolate it by 2, then we would have written only 1 dash. So now let us first of all discuss for 3 only. That is, now we are going to write 0 over here. 0 over here on the dashes that we have written. Simple. This was our answer for 0 interpolation. Now this is very easy. You must have also understood that what we did. We simply interpolated by 3 and we wrote 2 dashes in between the numbers that were given to us. And we simply replaced them by 0. We simply put 0 in the spaces that we had put. So now let us understand the second interpolation, that is step interpolation. Now in step interpolation, let us take the same signal again, that is we have to again find the interpolation of 3, but now we have to perform step interpolation. So what we will do is we will first of all again write 1 dash, 2 dashes, then we will again write 2 as it is given in the question, then we will again write 5, then 2 dashes, then we will write minus 1, which was given to us in the question. Now what we will do over here is that we will write 1 over here and 1 over here, and we will write 2, 2, 5 and 5, and we will also give 2 dashes over here. Just keep in mind we will give him 2 dashes over here also, here, here and here. I forgot to write 2 dashes over here. We will also be writing 0 over here, my mistake. And over here also we will write minus 1 and minus 1. Do not forget to interpolate at the end also. I forgot that, that's my bad. And see, in simply we have what we have done over here is we have simply put 1 1 over here because we had 1 on the left. We have put 2 2 over here because we had 2 on the left, and similarly we have put 5 5 because of 5 over here, and we have put minus 1 because of minus 1 over here. So our final answer will be 1 comma 1 comma 1, 2 comma 2 comma 2, 5 comma 5 comma 5, minus 1 minus 1 minus 1. So this is simply our answer, and do not forget to write on the right hand side of 1 also, because I forgot earlier, my bad. And so this is our final answer for step interpolation. Now you must have noticed one thing, that this was our original signal, that is 1 2 5 and minus 1. This was our original signal. Now the final answers that we got for zero interpolation, it is a size, the size of the signal is greater than the size of the original signal. So this is what interpolation is all about, that is we increase the length of the signal as we discussed in its definition. And similarly we increase the length over here also as compared to the original signal. So now guys, we are going to discuss the third step, that is linear interpolation. Now linear interpolation is a little bit trickier than zero interpolation and step interpolation. Zero interpolation and step interpolation was relatively easier. Now this is a tricky part. This is also easy, but just you have to keep in mind something that I'll tell you right now. That is, our original signal was 1, 2, 5 and minus 1, and our pointer was pointing at 2. So now we have to find out interpolation by 3 as we had discussed earlier, but now we will be using linear interpolation. So the procedure, the starting procedure is same for all. That is, first of all we will write 1 1 and then 2 dashes, 1 and 2 dashes, then we will write 2 and 2 dashes, then we will write 5, then 2 dashes, then we will write minus 1, then 2 dashes. And now what we are going to do is we will write A over here and B over here, then C and D, E, F, G and H. Do not worry, you will be able to understand that what we are going to do. That is, for A, A will be the average of 1 plus B by 2. That is, we are simply finding out the average of 1 and B over here, which we will be finding out, and that answer will be equal to A. Similarly, for finding out B, we will be writing A plus 2 by 2. That is, we are simply finding out the average of the number A and 2 over here. So A is the average of these two numbers and B is the average of these two numbers. Now on solving these two equations, we have two equations and two variables, so we can simply find out the value of A and B. That is, value of A will come out to be 4 by 3 and B will come out to be 5 by 3. Now similarly, I think you can do it on your own, but I'll still do it for you. That is, for C, you will be writing 2 plus D by 2. That is, we are finding out the average for these two numbers. And for D, we will be writing 5 plus C by 2. That is, we are finding out the average for these two. Now similarly, in order to find out E, you will be writing 5 plus F or F plus 5 by 2, and in order to find F, you will be writing E minus 1 because we have minus 1 over here by 2. And similarly for G, G is the trickier part. That suppose not G is the easy part, you will write minus 1 plus H by 2. Now for H, what you will write over here, because we do not have any number over here, so what we will do, we will simply think that we have a 0 over here. We will not put it over there, but we will think that we have a 0 over here and we will find out the average of these two. That is, we will simply write G plus 0 by 2. So on doing that, you will get the answers of C, D, E, F, G and H. That is, on solving these two equations, you will get C as 3 and you will get D as 4. Then simply on solving, you will get E as 3 and you will get F as 1, and over here you will get G as minus 2 by 3 and you will get H as minus 1 by 3. So on finding out all the values, we will simply put it back into the signal that we had. That is, we will write 1, then we will put the value of A, that is 4 by 3, and B value that is 5 by 3, then we will write 2, then the value of C and D, then we will write the value of E and F, then we will write the value of G and H. That is, let me highlight it. These are the parts which were given to us in the question itself, these four signals, and what we have done is that we have found out these signals samples over here. So this is what we do in linear interpolation. We simply find out the average of the values that we will be writing in the gap and finding out the final answer, that is xn by 3. Suppose if we are to find out xn by 2, x of n by 2, that is 0, linear interpolation of xn by 2, then instead of putting two dashes, we will just be putting one. That is 1 dash 2, 1 dash 5, 1 dash minus 1, and again 1 dash over here. Do not forget this dash over here. Now over here we will simply write 1 comma A, 2 B, 5 C minus 1 and D. And we will be finding out the averages for A, B, C and D. That is, for A you will write 1 plus 2 by 2. For B you will be writing 2 plus 5 by 2. For D you will be writing minus 1, and over here what will you write? We will assume 0 over here because we do not have anything over here. So we will assume 0 to be here and divided by 2 in order to find the average. So these are the values that we will have to simply put over here in this equation that we have written. And interpolation by 2 is much easier than interpolation by 3 because here you have to only find less number of variables and you do not have to solve two equations. But for interpolation of 3, you will have to find out two variables, then we will have to write two equations and then find the values of those two variables for each sample. So guys, this is the three steps or three interpolations that we have to follow. That is, first with the zero interpolation, step interpolation and linear interpolation. And do not worry, it will be stated in the question that which interpolation they are asking for, whether it is for zero, for step or for linear. So basically most of the time linear is asked because step and zero are very easy. So please get a good grasp on linear interpolation. And if you look at this example, please write it down in your notebooks or wherever you are making your notes, whether it is an iPad or a tablet. Make your notes over there and keep writing it along with me. So guys, this is the first part of decimation and interpolation. In the next part, I will be discussing few more concepts which are very important as compared to the examination point of view. And guys, if you are able to understand it, just hit the subscribe button, and so that it motivates me to create more such videos. And if you have any feedback to give, please write in the comment section, and it would be great to know that you are able to understand it. Thank you. See you in the next one.